Case, a young boy fighting the rare and debilitating disease known as Hunter syndrome. He and his family appeared to fight for a cure, but we had a few surprises for them all.
All of our cells make garbage, and you and I have little garbage trucks called enzymes that take out all that garbage, but kids with Hunter syndrome do not have little garbage trucks. It takes their ability to walk, it takes their ability to talk, and then it takes them. At 3.5, Case got into a drug trial looking to stabilize the cognitive decline. It's not a long-term solution for any child. We need an actual cure. They need something now.
We founded and I run an organization called Project Alive to fund a gene therapy clinical trial.
It really goes back to hope and joy. We had to have hope for the future, for what our son could have, but we had to have joy that we had him with us for now.
Case happens to be here. You all want to meet him? Case, come on out, buddy. Some stars that you may know who play basketball. They have a message for you.
Hey, Case, what's up, man? We're big fans of you over here. Keep fighting, keep being an inspiration.
My teammates and I have heard some great things about you, and we'd like to invite you and your family to a Hawks game this season at Phillips Arena.
I want you to keep battling. And also, you have an open invitation to come to our show in Atlanta.
We've got a signed jersey for you from Kevin Durant, Blake Griffin, Andre Drummond, and the NBA is going to give you $800 so you can spend on gear at the NBAstore.com.
What do you say? So cool.
Case's father, Chris Hogan, is back with an update.
Listen, you all have no idea the joy you brought to this little boy. He's wearing basketball jerseys every day, okay? I mean, seriously, he's sleeping in them, he's walking around, he's having a blast. We had an opportunity to go to a Hawks game where we met some of the players and got some signed things, and we even took Charles Barkley up on his offer. We went down to the taping of the Inside the NBA, met Charles and Shaq, and had an opportunity to hang out with them as well. So it's been fantastic.
And, you know, I remember discussing this last time, and one of the reasons why we wanted to have you back on the show is because when you go through anything in life that's unexpected, you know, you spend a lot of your career trying to help people be smart with money.
Yes.
And one of the things we've all learned as doctors is you can come upon an unexpected medical crisis. And when it comes to facing those bills as a family and you haven't planned for them, what do you tell people?
You need a plan. And that's why I wrote the book, Retire Inspired. I wanted more people working toward their dreams, not just dealing with the reality. And so dealing with medical debt can be very difficult. It can knock you out. And so I tell people, don't panic. Take a collective deep breath, understanding where you are, and now let's reach out and contact the place where you owe the money, the hospital or the doctor's office or even the collection company. And let's start to authorize and understand how much do we owe, where does it come from, and is it legitimate? If so, now you can begin to work a game plan, meaning how much can you afford to pay? Is it $10 or $15? We can't ignore it. And a lot of people end up doing that, and it just ramps up the collection effort. And so understanding and making sure you're taking care of necessities first. What I mean by that is we call them 4 walls. You've got to make sure you're taking care of your housing, your utilities, your transportation, that means having gas in your car and keeping it running, food and clothing on your back. You have to take care of those 4 things each and every month. Outside of that, now you can decide what you can afford to pay toward a debt.
I've seen it. A relative of the family, their son was born with an issue with his arm, and I saw the child finally came home after being in the hospital for a month, and I saw the hospital bill, $1 million. I mean, who can deal with a medical bill like that?
What you have to do in a situation like that, that's very rare, and I know firsthand from dealing with Case's situation, you have to take a deep breath and you have to acknowledge, where did this bill come from? It didn't come from you with a frivolous vacation. It didn't come from you doing something silly at the mall. This was dealing with someone's health. And so you have to put it in perspective. And you acknowledge, I'm going to do what I can, but I've got to make sure I'm doing what's necessary for this person in my life that I love.